Boy, you should hear that. Nah, nah, nah. Submarine red, that's right. For this uniform, my submarine uniform. Yeah, whatever. It says anti-fascist is what Mr. Otterson, Captain Otterson. I'm Captain Day. To tell you today that this is where we're at. You must take seriously the Transcendian passport and print it out. Print one for yourself and one for the pilot. When you go flying, you carry it. You got to put it together yourself. I'm sorry. Cut it with scissors if that's what it's going to take. When you get the pages printed out off the Transcendia Wiki. Transcendia, Transcendia Wiki. .com. You go there. There's an application. It says don't fly around planes and use them as bombs and stuff like that. Sweet, wonderful. But we're only about the size of a band now. You know, it goes from 200 to something like 3,000 people somewhere where that becomes a tribe. Band tribe. What you can remember, how many names you can call, and it goes to chiefdom, which hits around 50,000, and it goes to a state. Well, we ain't near that yet. We got to get control of offices, go to offices, have that stuff in office. You're going to have that Transcendia office, and it's going to be a pleasant place for you and the pilots to go and hang out. You got it? That's it. That's what we got to have. We got to work on that proletariat, sort of. We worked on government. Garth, Sue, Ken, all of us have worked on the ideas of government. All I can get around to finally saying is that if you run everything according to Robert's Rules of Order, old business and new business, you cannot go wrong. All right. Democracy is not mob rule. We're going to have to recognize that anarchy fails, like the Quakerism fails, in that, well, for Quakers, Society of Friends, they can degenerate to the point where all they do is talk about themselves, and they become Episcopalians. Episcopalians and Quakers go back and forth between the same type of religion and religious experience, thought, and organization. For me, as I made the book, I had to make a book. I, as a writer, had to have the ambition, at least, to try and make a book that would go in the Bible, and I ended up learning how to use the I Ching and the Bible together. When I got married, we had a special service, and it said time of decrease. And so what happened? But I got a busted hip, fall on the floor, and we got attacked legally over responsibilities and debts I had towards my daughter officially. I'm going to tell you that. It drug me down into low-class life, and I hate it, and I'm dragging myself out of it. And I try and comport myself as a gentleman in all ways. But I know what can happen. That's why I tell you, you may suffer from lies. And that's why you need an attorney to defend you, because people will lie about you. You need an attorney and an accountant, and that's what you need for your nation as well. Whatever works for the small works for the large. How things start well, end well. That's a lot of what life can be, but it doesn't work that way all the time. I can tell you that. So anyway, that's what we're saying today. And I wanted to be very thankful about my uniform that I needed, and I let people know I needed it, and they got me one. Ken is I'm grateful to him, and I'm grateful to all of you who support Transcendia and our attempts to prevent atomic war, apocalyptic riot. Well, I had the little thing back there, but it's about filling in now, really filling in for those things, on those issues, around those things, doing those things that the UN does not do well, has not done. And that's Transcendia. It's a frontier of the nation of airports. And I'm in my submarine red here, light, the submarine red light. Because the sub-captain is is a big deal. And it's a big honor to have a uniform of a sub-captain and a big hat like this. That's important. I look good in it. I'm 60 years old. I can tell you a lot from experience. And I'm going to tell you, that's my speech for today.